Welcome everybody inside the Halifax Forum. Some Friday night hockey. Halifax Wolverines taking on the Dartmouth Whalers. It's home sweet home for the Wolverines after a 3-game road trip looking to snap a losing skid. Outscored 16-5, but there's no place like home. And they'll take on the Dartmouth Whalers, who are looking to snap a skid of their own. Welcome everybody inside the Halifax Forum. You're listening to High Button Sports. Sean Crocker here tonight. We've got it for you. Two teams looking to claw their way out of the bottom part of the standings and find their way back up top in the top half as we approach the holidays here. And we are off and running here from the Forum as that one's taken in behind. That one's going to be poked free. Comes loose, back the other way. Here's Conlon. Skates that one up over the line. Conlon walks in. He's going to be boxed out. Back up top, Wyand plays that one here. Wyand gets it right back. Takes a shot there. That one's blocked. A rebound in front comes loose. And that one's going to be steered away. Picked up and sent down the ice now. I'll go all the way. But not enough here for icing as that one's going to come right back. Here comes Max Kopech. Kopech sends that one in deep. That one stopped up at the line. Chasing that one right back in. Cole Taylor. Sending that one up the wall. That one's up to the line. Ripley fires it back in. That one's going to be collected here by Taylor once again in behind the net. Taylor sends that one up and Ripley couldn't get there in time, so that one's going to come all the way back. Not enough for icing here as Luke Williams looking to send that one up and around. Sends that one down. That one's going to be stopped. Steered aside, spits out to the other side there, and that one was close, but it spits just wide now, and here's Luke Williams taking that one in over the line. He's going to send that one in deep here. Looking to apply a forecheck as the Wolverines get a fresh unit out there. Jax Moser sending that one ahead. A foot race for it. Moser, first one to it, a backhand right on. That one's going to be steered aside here by Tayden Yeh. Back the other way, Rutledge gets a stick on that one, and that one's going to be blown down, so now penalty on the way. That's going to be a head contact. So we'll see who's getting the gate, and that one will be Jack Taylor, leading scorer for the Whalers. Will sit for 2 minutes, so it's going to be a Halifax Wolverines power play to get us started off here. Just a minute 59 in, getting the first look on the man advantage. As the faceoff comes out to the right of Higgs. One's back up Gauthier, trying to poke that one free. That one comes right back, flipped up and down the ice. Wolverines looking to send that one up, trying to break it out here. Played across for Kopech. Max Kopech will collect that one here along the wall. Gives that one right back for Gauthier. Gauthier works that one down. Kopech along the half wall, sends it down in behind the net. That one's back up top. Looking at his options. He plays that one off here. Gauthier played that one back. That one's going to be picked up and sent all the way back down, as Henry Berger couldn't make a whole lot out of that one. Skating that one up over the line. Takes a shot there. That one's going to be steered aside by Higgs. And that one will be blown down. So a good job here early on in the kill for the Whalers just to get the clearance there. But it is home sweet home here for the Wolverines tonight. First home game in 3 games. And their last win coming on home ice. Back in mid-November as he takes a shot there from the side, comes free, and that one comes right back, and that one's flipped up and down the ice. All the way down as that one's played off here by Yeh. Williams plays it ahead, working that one up, and then he's going to be boxed out there as Felix McDonald couldn't find the lane through. 14 goals on the season for McDonald. looking to add to that total. He's on a bit of a tear recently as that one's going to be collected and fired right back in. 9 goals in the month of November for McDonald. As the Wolverines will play that one ahead. Here's Jack Shearer, walks in, takes a shot. That one's going to be stopped and steered aside. That one comes up and escapes the zone, comes all the way back down as Ye plays it off. Here's Ripley. Chipping that one up is Parker. Rutledge plays it ahead, works it in over the line. Trying to come free, and that one's all the way back. As Lucas Wyand will be the first one to it. Wyand flips that one up. Here they come, Schnare. Fisher Schnare didn't have an option behind him, so that one's going to be sent off the glass, and all the way down here is Wyand. We'll have to come all the way back to collect it. So the Wolverines change on the fly here. Picked up, so time expired on that penalty. So Wolverines 0 for 1 on the night. As that one's collected now, back the other way, and that one doesn't escape the zone. So racing to hold that one in was Lachlan McKay. He does just that as Conlon sends that one up off the boards. Gramps here, that one sent down low here for Kopak. Back up top, played across. Here's Wyand with a shot through traffic, and that one's steered aside by Higgs. Not sure if she saw that one on the way through, but makes the stop either way. And that one's going to come right back the other way. Johnson plays it across over the line, but that one's going to be offside. As it was Gavin Sear trailing behind the play here. 9:35 to go. So we're past the 5-minute mark. We got our feet wet here, and a face-off just outside the line. It's fired right back in. Ye steers it aside. And just the 4th home game of the season here for the Wolverines. And their first at the Forum. They've played a couple at Civic Center, one at St. Mary's at Dauphiny Center, but this is their first at their true home here at the Forum. It's going to be back in a classic building as that one gets played up top. Conlon shoots. That one steered aside by Higgs, and she'll gobble that one up. Make the stop and cover it up as the faceoff will come out to her left. Faceoff out to the left of Higgs now. Comes up to the line, not out there, and that one steered aside by the paddle as Jack Shearer lays the body. Gives it for McDonald, back for Shearer. Felix McDonald. You get that one back up top. Shearer takes a shot. That one comes out rink wide here for Williams, who couldn't get a shot off there. Sends that one up off the side of the goal. Trying to center that one was Liam Lateria. Glove on the ice, and that one's going to be collected. Back the other way now. Skating up with it, and he's going to be knocked off the puck. As Jax Mosier had an opportunity, but just couldn't get past that last line of defenders. Here's McDonald. Jack McDougall trying to work his way through. That one's back the other way. Here come the Wolverines. Skates that one up over center. Now over the blue line. They get it across, but not much further. Played along the wall. Walks in. Couldn't get the shot off. A rebound. Pokes it free. And Higgs will make the stop. It comes free. And that one will be stopped up before the midway mark at period number 1. 7:42 to go. One of the common themes of tonight's game. Some highs and lows all around over on the Dartmouth side. Alexander Brown started the season on a bit of a slump, had just a goal and an assist through his first 6 games, and now in his last 6, it's been nothing but net. 7 goals and 2 assists to his name, as that one's going to be sent all the way down. So a bit of a resurgence for Brown as he looks to carry some of that momentum into this one. Meanwhile, over on the other side, Jack Shearer, second in scoring on the Wolverines, held off the score sheet in his last 3. Whalers looking to gain some ground in the standings here tonight. They sit 7 back of the Wolverines. Looking to gain 3. Here's Wyand. Plays it, takes a shot. On the doorstep, shoots and sends that one wide as Higgs is square to it, but that one goes just past her blocker side. Wyand bobbles it at the line, but will pick it up, save it, and fire it right back around. Henry Craig. Guess that one takes a whack there from McKay. That one's fired up off the glass all the way down. A foot race for it now. Sim here in a race with Andy Chip. Off the boards now. Here's Kopech. That one's flipped out to center ice. Collected back the other way. Will be flipped in. Jack Shearer. In along the boards. He gets that one taken away, and Chip takes a hit there. Loses his stick, but that one does escape the zone. That one comes right back. Played up now. Here Shearer walks in, takes a shot, and that one hits something and goes out to the far side. Lachlan McKay dropping it back there for Shearer. Gets that one back from McKay. It escapes the zone, so Shearer will have to re-rack. He'll fire that one in, but that one's going to be collected here by Cole Taylor. Played across, trying to throw the body. Lateria comes in and picks it up. Now a hit along the wall. Gets broken up, so the offside negated. Here comes Cole Taylor skating that one up to center. He'll fire that one around, but instead of applying that pressure, the Whalers will complete a change as the Wolverines collect in their zone. Williams throws that one across. Odd man rush back the other way now. A 3-on-1 and a shot right there. A pass, tried to get that one through the traffic. Hits a stick and pops right into the padding of Lydia Higgs, who tracks that one all the way through, makes the stop, covers it up. But it's been all Wolverines here in the first half of the first period. That one's pushed ahead here by the Whalers. Back the other way now. Gavin Sear trying to play that one into the middle. Battling for it here, Callum McDonald. Knocked off it. Back the other way now. Here come the Wolverines with numbers. Drops it back. Takes a shot there, and Higgs makes the stop. Good job staying square to that one. A heavy shot as she was able to reel in. And the faceoff will once again come out to their left. So for Jack Shearer, 3-game pointless drought on the heels of a 7-game point streak and 6 straight multi-point games. He's got the chops to put up numbers. But hitting a little bit of a wall of late, you just got to work your way through those little slumps. That one's poked up. Comes right back, Mason Wakeham. Gets that one right back, and that one's going to be fired right back in. Collected here by Reese Sim. He's boxed out now, a penalty on the way. I think that one's going to be charged here to the Whalers. That's going to be a head contact as he just bumped him right there. And Now the Wolverines power play will get another chance to go to work. Jax Moser heading off 2 minutes for head contact, just a little collision. That one rode up on the Wolverine there. Gauthier sends that one down low. Plays it back along the wall. Kopech back for Gauthier. Gives it right back for Kopech. Down low. We're going to center it. Jabbing away at it there in front. And that one spits wide. Gives it back now. Here's Kopech. Max Kopech for Gauthier. Gauthier fanning on that one. Back the other way now. McDougall will pick that one up and send that one down the distance. And Ye will collect that one and play it off. Picked up now, here's Kopech. Kopech with a shot there. And Higgs reels it in, makes the stop, covers it up. Here with 3:29 to go. Friday night here at the Halifax Forum. Got a sizable U15 slate this weekend. Lone game on the slate here in the U15 League here tonight. That one's picked up here by Williams. McDonald down low, back for Williams. Williams with a shot there, tried to get a redirection, but that one sent way wide. Picked up is Ripley off the back wall. Back for Ripley. Gives that one right back. Walks in, takes a shot up high. Higgs makes the stop, might have hit a body on the way through. Here's McDonald with a shot, and that one hits a stick, ends up in the netting, out of play. With 2:51 to go, 39 seconds left on that penalty to Jax Moser. Face off here out to the right. Digging for it in the corner. Wolverines win it. Here's Sim. From the point, takes a shot, and that one goes wide. Lateria trying to jam that one in. Up top, here's Sim. Plays it across. Wyan couldn't handle that one. Drops that one back. Picked up Lateria. Up top for Sim. Works it back, and that one hits a skate there of Shearer, and that one comes out as Reese Sim will play that one across. Here's Wyan. Plays that one up. Working that one right back was Mosier. Back in the game after that head contact penalty and a little collision there in open ice as Shearer and Sim just couldn't get past each other there as that one gets sent down all the way in. Delayed offside here for the Whalers as Callum McDonald attacking. That is a stretch pass here for Rutledge. Rutledge cutting wide. Battle for it now along the wall. He comes away with it, but it's the Whalers who collected a nifty move. Almost got away from Schnarr. Got the hands up there, and Schnarr gets knocked down. As that one's dropped off, and Schnarr will pick that one up and fire it in. The attack continues here for the Wolverines. There's Chisholm. Fires that one off the boards, and that one's all the way down. Tayden Ye will pick that one up, hits a body, and almost took a bad bounce into the back of the net. Instead, Kopech throws that one up, a foot race for it, but that one goes all the way for icing, just out of the reach of Jared Conlon. So 58 seconds left in the period. The Whalers get an offensive zone face-off, and they've struggled to get that puck out of their zone. So a big offensive zone face-off. Maybe one to try to garner some momentum here at the end of period number one. Picked up, stolen away. Backhand, and he couldn't get enough on that one as he fans on it with the backhand. That one picked up in the skates. Stolen away. Here's Brown, takes a shot, and Yeh will glove that one up and cover it up with 45 seconds to go here in period number 1. He'll have a face-off out to his right. 45 seconds to go here, period number 1. That one's played ahead. Conlon gets it knocked down. McKay, and that one knocked down with a high stick, and that'll come just outside the Wolverines' end. Just outside the line. Brown plays that one back. That one's going to be collected, fired right back in. That one is picked up by Norton Connors. Stolen away now. Here's Lachlan McKay. 20 seconds to go in the period. McKay walks in, dances, tries to go wide. Plays across, a one-timer, sending that one just wide. Was Jacob Parker an opportunity, but it just sails wide of the net out to the left of Lydia Higgs, knocked down along the half wall. Back up top for Williams, maybe one last look. Sends that one way wide into the corner, and that will do it. End of period number 1, still no score. Halifax Wolverines making their return here to the Forum. We'll be right back for period number 2. Welcome back. Period number 2 ready to get underway. Still no score through 1. It was Wolverines all over the Whalers there in the first period. Now the Whalers looking for a response. A couple of penalty kills, though. Some positive stuff to build on for the Whalers as that one is worked right back in behind the net. Wolverines looking to break it out. Back the other way. Played ahead. Works it back in. Walks in. Lateria shoots. Sends that one wide. Picked up in behind the net here by Norton Connors. Passed up and down the ice. That one's going to be sent down the distance by Taylor, and that one will go for icing here 33 seconds in. So starting the game in goal for Halifax was Hayden Yeh, a 2-2-0 record. 3.91 goals against, an 888 save percentage. It's been sharp when he's needed to be, and Lydia Higgs getting the start, of 5.81 goals against. So looking to build on a successful first period. Fired right back in. Flipped up, knocked down by Brown, and that one's picked up by the Wolverines. They'll flip that one in. A foot race for it now. Felix McDonald, first one to it. Shearer calling for it in the slot, and that one sent right into the middle for Lateria. And he gets it right back. Lateria trying to jam that one in. McDonald on the doorstep. Couldn't get there in time. Here's Wyand. Walks in, shoots. That one stopped by Higgs. Lateria sends that one in. That one sent up the wall. Reese Sim holds the line, fires it on, and punched away. A rebound in front. Comes loose in the slot. And that one's going to be steered away. Picked up. And the Whalers will get that one out, as Sim can't get it back over the line, so we play on. That one's collected now. Lateria Playing that one up for Jacob Parker. Turning it over now. Here come the Whalers. Chip will send that one in. Yay. Plays it off. Sim. Comes away. Fisher Snare. Looking to center that one. McDougall drops it back, and no one there for it. And that one's going to be collected now. Back up top. Finds an outlet. Andy Chip. Works it back for Sim. Played into the middle there. Taken away now, McDougall. Stolen up here by Parker. Wolverines take that one over the line. They'll fire that one down here into the near corner. That one's collected. Taylor gives it back. He gets it right back. Drops it off now. Race back the other way. Craig. That one's fired up off the boards, and that one comes out. Craig just misses that one. Back the other way. Here they come with numbers, and Conlon couldn't settle it down. Leaning into one there with Berger, and that one's going to be stopped by Higgs as she gets the pad down in time. And will make the stop with 17:06 to go here in period number 2 from the Halifax Forum. You're listening to High Button Sports. As that one's won back by the Whalers. They'll look to move that one ahead. Sends that one up. Fires it up there. That was Jade Sim. Passed ahead now. Here's Conlon. Jared Conlon over the line. Tries to cut into the middle. That one's taken away as Conlon takes a hard hit in open ice. That one's settled down now. Kopech. Sends that one in. Now Higgs handles that one. That one's played back across. Sent up. Ripley firing that one right into the bench. That one will be blown down as that one goes up and out of play. So that one comes just outside the Halifax line. Chisholm. Back for Ripley. Battles for it along the wall. Back up top. Walks in. Shoots off the crossbar. Beat Yay, but not the iron. As that one comes back the other way now. Wolverines looking to respond to that close call. As that one's back up. Takes a shot there into the middle. Taken away, and now taking a fall as that one's going to be chipped up there by Kostopoulos. Taken back, Mason Wakeham takes a big hit in open ice as that one's going to be sent right back in. And a collision there right at center as Wakeham tried to go wide. Now he's looking to throw it right back to Schneier. Taken away now, flipped up. Here comes Jax Moser with a shot, sending that one wide. So now the Whalers starting to gain some momentum and threatening on their own here. And now a penalty on the way. A hard collision and a little jab after the whistle. We'll see if there's going to be an extra call here. But it's going to be Schneier. Maybe a little riled up after that collision at center ice, but nonetheless, it's going to be a Dartmouth Whalers power play here for the first time tonight. And that faceoff will be out to the left of Yay. That one comes back up and all the way down. Here's Wakeham. Dashes on through. Mason Wakeham now gets a stick tied up, and that one's kicked away by Yay as that one's fired up off the glass. Trying to take a swipe at that one. Works it right back down low for Reese Sim. Back up top. Settle down. Played across. Cole Taylor with a shot. Yay makes the stop. Collected. Taylor gives it back to Jack Taylor. Works that one in behind the net. Takes a shot. I think Yay got a piece of it with his blocker. So 2 minutes for interference as he walks in, shoots on the doorstep, scores. Cole Taylor gets on the board. And the Whalers lead 1-0. Waiting right on the doorstep. It was there for the taking. And Cole Taylor has his third of the season. And after a first period where they were under siege for long stretches, the Whalers find a way to strike first on the power play. And they are up 1-0. Berger plays that one back. Gauthier. Back for Berger. Gives it back for Gauthier. Sends that one up ice. Norton Connors. Fires that one back down low. Back up. Norton Connors has to retreat. Here comes Felix McDonald. Cuts it wide. Trying to center it. Takes a hard hit there. Along the wall. Back the other way. Sim fired that one in. That one's collected now. Back the other way. Wolverines looking to force the matter as that one's passed ahead for Shearer. Taken right back. Jack Shearer now. Fires it in. Back in behind the net as Higgs plays it off. Taylor off the boards. Kostopoulos plays it back for Taylor. Sending that one up. Finding his man on the stretch pass there as McDougall just couldn't handle it. A little hard pass that found its way just under the stick. Here with 12:36 to go in period number 2. Wolverines over their last 3 games on the road have been outscored 16-5. So they're looking to right the ship and get some offense going. Still nothing on the board yet. That one's up for Taylor. That one's blocked. And they've taken what's been given to them, but they might have to start manufacturing some offense. As that one comes back the other way. Kopech works in. Kopech trying to rip one there. McKay collects it now. Penalty on the way, and that's an interference call. That one's going to be charged here to the Wolverines. As Conlon heads off, that's 2 minutes for interference. So with 12:08 to go, the Whalers were on their back heel. They found a way to score on the power play, and now opportunity number 2. They'll look to stay perfect and add a little bit of an insurance marker. Taylor gives that one off, trying to play that one across there. Here's McDonald back the other way. Skates that one up over center. Now over the blue line. Felix McDonald couldn't cut on through. And Cole Taylor will take that one away. Plays it up. Here's Wakeham. Wakeham with a shot. Glove down. And covered up. With 11:38 to go, Taden Yeh coming up big at moments. Not much you could do on a wide open net on a power play, though. That one's picked up, sent around the boards, and airmailed down the ice. as Higgs will play it off. Plays it ahead, McDougall. Tries to work it in over the line. Jack McDougall settles it in as he just gets over. Chips it across. Picked up Craig, firing that one wide. That one swung back around. McDougall sends that one along the wall. Craig firing that one in here for Mosier. McDougall cuts to the middle. Jack McDougall doesn't have a lane there. Instead, he cuts wide, trying to center that one. That one gets taken away. Didn't have a whole lot, and gets that one stolen and sent right down. Good work by the Wolverines to take away all that space and all the options that McDougall had there. As that one's going to be poked ahead there for Lateria, who fires that one down here with 15 seconds to go, and that should just about do it for the power play. And that's picked up as Rutledge races in to collect. Craig skates that one in over the blue line, cuts wide. Trying to center that. Kopech takes that one, and that one's sent up all the way down. That'll go for an icing here with 9:40 to go. So another offensive zone faceoff here for the Whalers. They've snatched that momentum right back for themselves. Try to get a backhand off there. There's Gauthier. Passes up here for Kopech. Into the middle, taken away now. Here comes Rutledge. Dashing up the wing. Rutledge, a little backhand, and that one's going to be taken away. Here's Wakeham. Wakeham gets hit there. McDonald works it in. A backhand works through, scores. Felix McDonald has tied the game on a backhand. It just found its way through. And we're all tied at 1. Goal number 15 on the season for Felix McDonald. He just worked it in, a little backhand into the slot, hits a skate. It might have hit the back of Lydia Higgs, but it finds its way to the back of the net, and that's the little bit of life that the Wolverines were looking for. And they get that one as Schnarr picks that one up and fires it right in. Kostopoulos. That one's picked up. Ripley fires that one, and that one takes a funny hop almost over the stick of the defender there. McDonald looking for more as he stays out there following that goal. Here's Shearer. Here's McDougall back the other way. Skates it up. Outnumbered there in the offensive zone. McDonald at the end of a long shift. He's got Shearer with him. He's got Conlon. McDonald gets it right back. Dances through, but at the end of a long shift doesn't quite have the gusto to carry that one. They'll head off for the change here. That one sent right back around. Norton Connors stolen away by Conlon. Cuts to the middle, shoots, and that one stopped. A rebound in front on the doorstep, and a great save by Higgs. Keeps this a tie game. And now the Wolverines are really buzzing after that goal. Here's Conlon. Backhands it down. Up top, Sim. Sends that one right back in, McKay. Works that one right back in. Conlon presses his man along the wall. Here's Sim. Sim with a shot from the point. Redirected on the doorstep. Conlon spins and shoots, and that one's blocked. Doesn't get through to the net on that second look. And that one's sent right back in. Down in the corner. Centers into the middle there, but that one's going to be taken away as Sim will collect and almost poked ahead there by Carson Johnson, as that one's going to be picked up in Conlon. End of a long shift for him, and he's going to head off. Here's Sim being dogged by Jack Taylor. Plays it across. Plays it back. Picked up now. Sear. Taken away. Reese Sim into the middle. Walks in, shoots, and that one hits a body. Schnare on the doorstep, shoots, and that one's off the outside. Chipped ahead. Back the other way. Johnson takes it into the middle. Johnson shoots. He scores. A chance at one end and a shot at the other. And the Whalers are back on top here, 2-1. Carson Johnson just dances through, cuts to the middle, and fires it. Glove side on Taden Yeh. And with 6:17 to go here in period number 2, the Whalers are back on top, and they restore that 1-goal lead. And at both ends, it's been a game of survival and finding ways to get out of those little onslaughts with the other team threatening, and both goals for both teams have come on the heels of that, as Yeh will stop that one and reel it in. And shortly before that first goal for the Whalers, it was all Wolverines. They took that penalty and it ended up in the back of their net. Meanwhile, at the other end, it was Whalers riding the momentum from that goal. And the Wolverines finally found a way to drive one home, even if hits a skate in front, finds a way through. And then that one right there on the heels of some momentum and a few good shifts for the Wolverines. Now the Whalers find themselves in a pretty good spot. Less than 6 to go in period 2. Works into the middle. Takes a chance right there. Fires it off the boards. Williams fires it right back. Lateria trying to center that one for sure, and that one is going to come away. Mosier. That one comes up and down. Felix McDonald skates that one in over center. Now over the blue line. McDonald looking to center that. That one's taken away as Callum McDonald will fire that one around. Wakeham up off the glass and out of his zone. Backhands are right in and nearly ends up in the bench, and nearly a too many men call against the Wolverines. Got away with one there as that one's going to be picked up. Kopech fires that one in here for Callum McDonald. Lachlan McKay down there for Conlon. That one's collected. Here's Conlon. Up top for Sim. Reese Sim plays that one across. Shot from the point. Hits a body on the way through. Takes a bounce. Looking to center it. Here's Sim. Sim shot from the point. Redirected right on. Sent wide. There's Kopech. Gives it for Conlon. Conlon, a little backhand. That one's going to be stolen away. Danton gets that one up to the other blue line there. Will fire it in, and they'll get a change in. Now the push coming from the Wolverines as they look for that equalizer before the end of the second. That one's sent up as Cole Taylor chases it back. Not enough for icing. Taylor bombs that one up ice, and that one goes all the way down. Chip got a piece of it, but Yeh will cover that one up, so that'll be an offensive zone draw. coming up for the Whalers here. 3:46 to go in the second period. It's been a game of ebbs and flows and ultimately momentum swings. Schneider backhands that one into the middle, picked up by Taylor. Fires it off the boards. Chip gets that one to center. That one's picked up here by Parker. Knocked down. McDougall gives that one right back. Parker plays it up across. Schneider takes that over the blue line. Here's Fisher. Schneider walks in, fans on it, drops it back in front of backhand on the doorstep. There was Rutledge. And Austin Rutledge couldn't get a piece of it. Back up, centers that one, and that one's going to be kicked away. That one comes all the way down. Avery Gauthier, first one to it, fires that up off the boards. Hits his man up ice. Here's Lateria. Taken down there. No call as that one escapes back to the neutral zone. Less than 3 minutes to go in the second. Berger plays that one back. Up off the boards. Gets that one and fires it right in. Sends that one around, back the other way now. Here comes Sim. Works it in over the line, trying to cut wide, but he gets cut off there by the defender. Sim battling Ripley. Sim rips a shot there, and that one's going to be stopped by Ye. With 2:31 remaining, Tayden Ye makes a big stop there. That one looked like it might have fooled him a little bit, but he got that left arm closed fast enough. Here's Williams. Takes a fall there. Little backhand. That one comes free. Wakeham tried to throw that one across. Taken away now. Felix McDonald in over center. Now over the blue line. McDonald walks in, shoots, sending that one wide. Flipped up and out. All the way down as Ripley gives a chase. Played across. Sent up ice. Finds Lateria on the other side. Lateria takes a shot, and that one stopped by Higgs. And will be covered up with 1:55 remaining here in period number 2. Some Nova Scotia U15 action here tonight. Brought to you by High Button Sports. Bringing you all the action top to bottom. Lone game on the slate here tonight for the U15s. Make sure to catch our U18 Stadium Series games all weekend long. Lots of great hockey to be had. That one comes just outside the line. Kopech try to work it in. Sim fires it off the boards. Less than 90 seconds to go here in the second. Casey Norton Connors works that one up to the line, and that one does escape. Reese Sim will collect it, though. Takes a fall and a penalty on the way. And the Wolverines will be on the power play to wrap up this period with 1:10 remaining. A tripping call as Reese Sim, a great job to recover the puck and get that separation, but Alexander Brown got the stick in the skates. Now we'll have a face-off here out to the right. One back by the Wolverines. Shot from the point, sent wide. Wyand works that down. Lateria plays it up across for Wyand. Tried to find the seam there. That one's picked up, and that one gets airmailed down the ice. As Ye will cover that one off and pass it up for Wyand. Taken away back the other way. Lateria gives it here for Taylor. Fires that one in. Less than 30 seconds to go here. Wolverines take it in over the line, walks in, takes a shot there. Higgs makes the stop, flashes the leather with 21 seconds remaining in period number 2 before we head off here for the flood. Sends that one around. Ripley got a stick on it. Back up top, Williams. Played across now. And whistle goes as that one escapes up over the line. And 11 seconds remain. That one's won back here by the Wolverines. Wyand works it back. Played ahead now. Sim plays it back, and that will do it. End of period number 2. Whalers strike first, and they go back and forth, but they get the last laugh here. 2-1 the score for Dartmouth as we head into the third period. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. We'll be right back for period number 3. Stick with us. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 3 ready to get underway. Wolverines trailing the Whalers 2-1. It was all Wolverines in the first period, but the Whalers found their groove in the second. They struck first and responded after the Wolverines tied it up in short order. Cole Taylor with the marker to get the ball rolling, and then back the other way. Carson Johnson made it 2-1. Felix McDonald with the lone marker for the Wolverines. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. Wolverines' first game at the Forum of the season. They've played 3 home games thus far, and now they're set here for a nice little home stand. That one's sent up and down the ice. Picked up along the boards. Here's Sim. Picked up. Johnson just misses it. Takes his man down, and Sim will come away with it, getting some groans from the Dartmouth bench. But they're not going to get the call as Kopech outlets that one off. Into the middle here for Berger. Cross-ice pass, and that one, he got a stick on that one. McDonald sends it around. Sim plays that one up. Here's Williams. Williams taken down, and that's going to be a penalty. Already trailing. And Alexander Brown will head to the box for the second time tonight. This time for a trip. So now the Wolverines with a golden opportunity to draw even here, just a minute 3 into the period, looking to get the ball rolling. Conlon in to take that draw. Takes a shot right there out in front, and Lateria, it was there for the taking, couldn't get there in time. Williams, cross ice, takes a shot, rebound, backhand, stopped by Higgs. A great save there by Higgs to get across. Stuck with it. And the face-off here comes out to the left. Here's Williams. Williams played it across. Back for Williams now. Up top. Williams tries to throw that one on into the middle. Lateria couldn't get a stick on that one. And Jack Taylor steers it away. Now here's Cole Taylor. Sends that one ahead now. Foot race forward. Jax Mosier, shorthanded, cuts up. Mosier in. Poked off his stick there by Ye, as he didn't let him get the look there. That one sent right back in. Picked up in the middle, takes a shot there. That one's going to be blocked as Gauthier. They send that one in. That one's up, and Gauthier got a piece of it there, but the stanchion knocks it down the distance here. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Sends it up for McKay, and just out of his reach, and that one's airmailed down once again. Here's Sear. Picked up in the middle. Sear with a shot, and Ye got a piece of that one with the elbow. And steered that one up and out of play. So another shorthanded opportunity. The Whalers really pressing for that insurance marker. Whalers searching for win number 3 on the season, while the Wolverines looking for 5. That one's back here. Jack Shearer there, battle for it. Now as Fisher Schnare joins. Up for Wyand. Right back there's Mason Wakeham, sends that one down. But that one's going to be icing as time expires on the penalty. And that one's going to come all the way back. An offensive zone draw for Halifax. Face off here out to the left of Higgs. That's one back by the Wolverines. Here's Sim. Reese Sim with a shot from the point. Higgs reels it in. Gloves it down and covers it up. They'll have a do-over there out to the left. Wolverines will play host to the Valley Wildcats tomorrow night right here at the Forum. As I mentioned before, they have that nice little home stand. A lot of home games here in the month of December and moving forward. As Sim fires that one around. Here's Kopech. Up here for Wyand. Sending that one up. Here's Sim. Takes a shot there. Sending it wide. Felix McDonald engages in a battle here. Here's McDonald. Comes away with it. Takes a shot. Flutters through the crease. And Shearer, first one to it. Here's Sim. Across here for Wyand. Wyand with a shot redirected right on. Stopped by Higgs. A rebound in front. Comes free. Here's Wyand now. Sends that one, and McDonald tried to whack that one out of the air. That one would have been one for the highlight reels, but instead it's going to come back the other way. Sends that one in deep. Wyand. Here's McDonald. Trying to work it through. Taylor gives it back. In behind the net. It comes free. Comes up. Williams. Shoots it there, and Craig settles it down. Cole Taylor. Up the wall. Williams into the middle. Taken away now. Luke Williams. Plays it back. Ripley sends that one around. Picked up now, Jack Ripley. Passes ahead, Lateria got a stick on that one. Directs it into the middle. More than 5 gone here in the period. Lateria dances through, and he doesn't have anyone there to back him up. As that one gets steered up and out of the zone. Gauthier. Plays that one back for Williams. Passes ahead. Finds Lateria on the other side. That one's poked off his stick by Cole Taylor. Rushing in to hold the line there was Conlon. Sends that one in deep. Down along the side. Wraps it around in front. Sitting there for the taking in the slot. Rushes in. Holds the line. That one looked like it might have gotten out. But we play on, and the Whalers will get that one out of their zone. Hits a stick all the way down. Here's Ye. Drops it for Wyand. Schnarr closing in on him. Back up top. Leaning into one there. That one's blocked. Sent all the way down is Norton Connors. Facilitates that one. Here's Sim. Walks in. Shoots. Sending that one wide. Norton Connors has it back up top. Misses that one now. Bearing down on him. Skating ahead with a lot of speed there. Picks it up. Here's Rutledge. Back up top. Drops it off. Schnarr spinning, trying to shoot that one there. Picked up by Parker. Back for Schnarr. Berger walks in. Henry Berger shoots. That one comes free here for Wyand. Down low facilitates that one right into the middle. No one there for it. Picked up and broken out. Up to the line, and that one just gets out. But just enough here for the Whalers to try to mount something. Firing that one back in. Here's Berger in behind the net. Looking for the breakout pass. Instead, he bombs it up the ice. Found Shearer on the other side of center, who got a stick on that one. Sends it back in. Top unit back out there for the Wolverines. Shearer McDonald doing their thing, bearing down. That one misses the mark as Wyand couldn't hold it in. All the way down the distance as Wyand plays it off. Into the middle, taken away now. Here's McDonald, chips it ahead now. Here's Kopech, he's got a lot of open ice. Max Kopech shoots, stopped by Higgs. A pad save there. With Kopech coming in with a lot of speed, and there hasn't been that much open ice for most of the game, so maybe a bit of a missed opportunity there for Kopech to take it right to the net. As that one's up top, here's Wyand. Wyand with a shot, finds its way through, and Higgs makes the stop. With 11:52 to go here in period number 3. So that push coming early from the Wolverines. You always know at this point in the game, you know the push is coming. You just don't know when and how hard that push is going to be. A little backhand in, out of play there, as Cole Taylor sends that one out. So that one comes right back into the Whalers' end. Taken away now. Back up top, here's Ripley off the boards, into the middle. Picked up. Conlon can't pull the trigger. Gets it right back here. Here's McKay. Up top, Ripley. Shot redirected, sent wide. Conlon tries to get it up for Williams. Luke Williams misses it there. Shot sent right back in. Up and around. Here's Brown. Alexander Brown now skating ahead. Looking to make something happen as he flips that one up. Icing waved off. Jack Taylor now battling down low. Into the middle. Conlon played ahead. Here comes McKay. Lachlan McKay now. Pokes that one up, and that one's up to the line, but he can't get there in time as Parker sends that in. That one's picked up now. Little aggression there from Schnarr, wins it back. That one's going to be sent up by Moser. All the way down now, approaching midway mark here at period number 3. Picked up Chip. Gets that one, and Ye will cover that one up here. 10:18 remaining. And the Wolverines pressing for that equalizer, taking shots from the perimeter in tight. Everywhere on the ice. It's all an option at this point. Now maybe the Whalers looking for a bit of a dagger here. 10 minutes to go. Offense hasn't been easy to come by tonight. And the hope for the Whalers is that maybe if they can find one more here, that'll be enough to stave him off as he takes a shot there. That one's fought off there by Higgs. And that one comes back the other way. Shearer fires that one up. Felix McDonald, 3-on-1. He's got Kopech there as a reinforcement. McDonald has a goal tonight. I'm sure he'd love to get another one right about now. Trying to spin that one on. Fires that one up off the boards, up to the line, held in. Sim plays it off, walks in, shoots. That one stopped. A rebound comes free into the slot. Taken away here as the Whalers will clear it. Here's Wyand, passes that one up, misses Kopech, and that one goes down the distance here for icing. 9:15 to go, and an offensive zone draw for the Whalers. Looking to close that gap in the standings. Sitting 7 back of the Wolverines. It could be 4 by the end of tonight if they can find a way to close this one out in regulation. There's Sim. Gives it for Shearer. Cross ice, just out of the reach of Kopech. Gets stuck in the linesman's skate. Maybe a break here for Kopech. He'll fire that one in. Wolverines conducting a change. Aggression there as Snare comes away with it. Fisher Snare turns that one over for Wakeham. Picked up Parker into the middle. He had Rutledge there with him. That one's going to come back the other way. Danton gives it for Wakeham. Into the middle. Picked up back the other way now. Here comes Rutledge with speed. Austin Rutledge dashing through. He's in, gets his stick tied up. And a great defensive play. Stops the separation speed there as Williams throws that one through. A chance there for Austin Rutledge. Couldn't get any separation as Ripley flutters one on. Stopped on the doorstep there. Rutledge with an opportunity. And the rebound gets swallowed up there by Higgs. With 8:10 to go. And an opportunity, another missed one for the Wolverines as they are clinging on here. And all it takes is a bounce. Finds its way to the back of the net in this game. It's a 2-goal swing, a really big moment here. And those seconds keep ticking away. That one's back up over the line. Comes right back for Gauthier. Gauthier passed ahead now. Lateria settles it down, gives it here for Gauthier, who backhands that one up off the boards. Trying to center that one. Little backhand. Steered away. Lateria. Sim gives that one off back the other way now, and that one just not held in as Lachlan McKay will hold up. And a little collision there after the whistle, but that one's going to be offside charge to the Wolverines. 7:24 to go. And in situations like these, you're taking it one shift at a time, especially if you're the Whalers. You're just finding a way to go out there, grind out a shift. Especially with limited time on the clock. Big guns can only stay out there so long for the Wolverines. They're out there right now looking to make something happen. McDonald cuts in. Loses the handle there. That one's flipped up and out. Up to the line. That one's poked free. Wyan plays that one ahead now. Here's Felix McDonald. Dashing in. Finds Kopech. Kopech in on the doorstep. That one's saved as it gets fanned on. And I'm not even sure he got the shot off. Wyan passes across. Takes a shot. That one's stopped by Higgs too. McDonald takes a shot off the outside of the net. Kopech. Shearer with some resistance there. Back the other way now. Wolverine bounces right off the attacking Whaler there. That one's fired up off the boards. Comes right back in, collected, dropped right down. Taylor sends that one deep into his own zone. Approaching 6 minutes to go. 6:20 to be exact. McDonald walks in. Can't get the shot off. A rebound. They score. The Wolverines have tied it. A late equalizer with 6:16 to go. And they find a way to draw even. Jack Shearer snaps that pesky losing skid. Rather scoreless drought. And the losing skid for the Wolverines. A win today still on the table. With that one right there. Tied 2-2. 6:16 to go. In for a photo finish. And that's Shearer's first goal in 3 games. Couldn't have come at a bigger moment there as they were pressing, and it felt like they were going to be compressed out there as they look to gain ground in the standings as well. Williams gives that off, scores! Lachlan McKay on the doorstep. And the Wolverines have the lead. And just like that, the Wolverines lead with 6:01 remaining in period number 3. And a timeout here for Dartmouth. As the Wolverines just, for maybe the last 10 minutes or so, have just poured on the pressure. And it's unfortunate the Whalers were just chipping away. And that first one just finds a way to get through to the back of the net. And on that second one, Lachlan McKay, dangerous. From his office right there. Maybe a bit of a smart call here for the Whalers, using that timeout. Settle it down. You're still within one. And they found a way to generate offense. And it's been a game of ebbs, flows, and momentum swings. And still lots of time for another. Passed ahead. Here's Williams. Chases it in. Passes it up here for Kopech. Gives it off. McDonald. He's got Shearer with him. Throws that one in front, just out of the reach of Williams. That's collected now. Here's Danton. Drops it off for Sear. Sear works it in over the line. Sends that one back in now. Williams. Skates it back the other way now. Jack Shearer, he's got his boys with him there. Odd man rush, drops it back on the doorstep. Trying to get one there. Now it's the Wolverines looking for insurance. Shoots, and McDonald stonewalled there by Higgs. With 5:06 remaining here in period number 3. And for the Wolverines, the key is going to be to keep that momentum flying, especially through the neutral zone and transitioning into attacking mode. That's been what's allowed them to sustain this pressure throughout the period. And the best defense is a good offense to maybe try to put this one away as that one goes down the distance. No icing, though, as that one's picked up here. Out in front is Sims, centered that one, but Gauthier there to clean that up. Schneider drops that one into the middle. Rutledge pokes it free. Here's Rutledge, stopped by Higgs. Another great save by Lydia Higgs on the doorstep this time. That one's passed ahead, back the other way. Here's Johnson looking for another. Had that go-ahead goal and now looking for an equalizer. Into the middle here for Conlon. Conlon's going to skate that one ahead. He takes it. Wolverines get a change in. Conlon dances through. Jared Conlon waits for the cavalry to arrive. Gives it off here for McKay. McKay for Kopech. Little backhand up, and that one gets out of the zone, but Reese Sim will pick it up and just chip that one in slowly as McKay touches up here. Gets back on side. Reese Sim gets it back. Takes a hack on the stick there, but he works it in over the line. Reese Sim shoots. Blocker by Higgs. Glove down into the net, but that one's going to be waved off. As that one gets batted down with the hand, right call, right place at the right time. Referee had the best seat in the house. And the Wolverines are going to argue that that hit something on the way through, but the motion of the hand going downwards and the fact that it hit off the hand with the motion means that's no goal. So still 3-2. What a big one that one could have been. But you can see that washout coming from a mile away. Here's McKay. On the doorstep, Lachlan McKay shoots, scores! Lachlan McKay double dips! And it's 4-2 Wolverines. And for the first time tonight, a 2-goal lead for either side. At a critical moment, 3:22 to go. And the Wolverines find themselves in a prime spot here to snap that losing skid. Here's Wyand. Sends that one back around. Jack Shearer down low. Battling here with Craig. Picked up. Backhand McDonald on the doorstep there. That one's picked up. Wakeham gives it back now. Felix McDonald centers it for Shearer in front. Kicked away by Higgs. Wakeham flipped up off the boards, and that one doesn't get out, but that on the second look will. And Shearer turns it over now. Wakeham. He's got McDougall with him, and that one's going to be steered aside by Yeh. Here's Wyand now. Little backhand way up in the crowd. And with 2:34 to go, that'll be a defensive zone draw here for the Wolverines. Now Lydia Higgs looking towards the bench. You can expect the extra attacker to come out here in a few minutes, trailing by 2. It's a game of cat and mouse. You don't want to pull too early. Trying to find that sweet spot here. Here's Felix McDonald. Works it in over the line. McDonald walks in, shoots. That one's blocked. The board's in around here. 2 minutes to go. Luke Williams drops it back. Ripley with a shot. Punched away by Higgs. And that one's chipped up. Knocked down by Williams. Sends that one wide. Ripley gives that back now. A break the other way. A foot race for it now. An opportunity for the Whalers. Taken down. And that'll be a call. Will it be a penalty shot? A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. I think it's just going to be the penalty. No, it'll be a penalty shot. No, 1:39 to go. Rather, no, it looks like it will just be the penalty. Referee was pointing to the center. But after a little bit of a conference, 99 seconds to go. A face-off deep here in the zone, and the Whalers will yank the netminder. They already used their timeout there at the 6-minute mark after the Wolverines took the lead. 6-on-4. Looking to pull within 1. Higgs hanging out by the blue line. That one's won back here by the Whalers. Higgs off to the bench. Extra attacker out. Taylor shoots, and that one's going to be steered aside by Yeh with 1:32 to go. And that'll be out to the left of the Wolverines' goal. Back up to the line. Jack Taylor holds it in. Loses the handle on it. Leans into one. Cole Taylor trying to sift that one through. Here's LaRue. Back up top. Cole Taylor shoots. Stopped by Yeh. With 1:06 to go here in the third. And if the Wolverines can hang on, they'll pull within a point of the Valley Wildcats that they play tomorrow. They'll hop over the Jonal Gym Cougars. With a chance to make up some serious ground in the standings. Shot from the point, hits a body on the way through, picked up by McDonald. Felix McDonald airmails that one down, no icing. As that one's going to go all the way back, of course, still shorthanded. as Jack Taylor picks it up. Here comes the captain. He'll play that one ahead. Mason Wakeham over center, now over the blue line. Wakeham works it in, picked off by Sim, and that one gets sent down the distance, and they'll have to go give that one chase. Picked up by Taylor. 30 seconds to go. They got to get 2. The end of a long shift. Almost gets his pocket pick there. And here's Wyan. He'll win that one. Wyan fires that one just wide. Racing for it now, and he can't get to it. Picked up by Wakeham. 15 seconds to go. Passed up and across. Finds Brown. Up over the blue line. Sending that one right back in. And with 5 seconds to go, that one gets out. And that will do it. The Wolverines, they trailed late. They tied it late. And they get a couple of late markers. And that's the difference here tonight as they get their 5th win of the season. Welcome back to the Halifax Forum for the Wolverines. A nice little housewarming gift for them. They take this one 4-2. Lachlan McKay with a couple of late goals. He's the hero tonight. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. Wolverines back in action tomorrow when the Valley Wildcats pay a visit here to the Forum. Meanwhile, the Dartmouth Whalers head out to the SMC Fountain Arena to take on the first-place Gulls in Bowen Cranston. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. Stick with us. We got you all the action. Top to bottom. We'll see you next time.